No, I love New York City for that, even though it's really hot and it's moving up. But yeah, so that's my little yeah, ramble
So,
about this.
do you know other bloggers like yourself in around New York City that you hang out with? As being that it's so dense population-wise there.
Well, I don't know if there's some if they would consider themselves bloggers. I would think they're more Web 2.0 type people. And there are a few of those. I mean, there is Alan Stern of Center Networks. He's here. Adam Hirsch of Mashable. He's the COO and my boss. So I mean, he's located in the city. We barely see each other, which is very ironic. But I really do live in boondocks compared to the city. There are a lot of people from like Twitter. People that I've met. Brett Petersell, who's huge with the Web 2.0 sphere, and Jonathan Dingman and Alana Taylor. These are people that I see every so often. There's some people that are really involved and I haven't yet met because I feel like I'm sort of confined in my area. You do think it's really dense, but it takes about 2 hours for me to get to anywhere these people have these events. So I honestly don't get out as much as I should. But, hopefully that's going to change. I mean, I travel a lot. Or like every 2 months or something like that, and I speak at conferences. So I end up just kind of meeting people in Seattle or my friends there as often as I meet people in who are like local to me. So I don't know if there's really there's much to compare there. Yeah.
So now for people watching this video podcast, if you want to see some of these links that I've been looking at during this interview, you can go to Tamar Weinberg.notlong.com, and you can see all the links that we're talking about on this video podcast. So you can open up Flickr and Curtsy and her Techipedia site, her MySpace site, her Plurk, all these sites. You can take a look at them, and if you know Firefox, there's a way you can open all tabs at the same time, so you can kind of reproduce this.
Definitely not recommended. I don't know. There's way too many of those profiles to open.
Well, my Firefox has only crashed 3 times during this interview.
Oh, wow.
But I just reopened it, so there you are again. You've got. Let's go through them here. We've got. I'm just going to throw out a name and just do a quick association. What you think? Doppler.
Okay.
Doppler
travel.
Facebook.
Networking.
Delicious.
Bookmarking.
Bright Kite.
Geographic travel photo site.
Discus.
Commenting.
Or discuss, I guess.
Yeah, I don't really know.
You already covered dig in length. Now 10E20.
1020, my old company. Yeah, I used to work on a blog for them, so they're listed in the portfolio.
And Plurk, you go into a little more detail on Plurk.
I can't. Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure if it was like a lightning round or what. Plurk is for me, it's a really awesome community building tool. Something that totally differs from Twitter, and I've actually blogged about this on how the Twitter versus Plurk thing. Twitter, I think, is one of those things where you can just shoot out ideas, but you don't have that nested conversation for the community building. I love Plurk because I've really made some great friends in the industry. Not even so much the industry, but just online. People, who are just great. There's a lot. The people who are using Plurk are incredibly engaged, and I'm really glad to be part of that community. Yeah.
MySpace.
I don't know. I don't know if MySpace, old school. There's my lightning round answer.
We've talked about Twitter. What's the Small Business Brief?
Small Business Brief is a site called Fetch, and it is sort of a small business related social media site where you just submit content that's related to small businesses, and people vote upon it. It's built, I believe, on the PlickFat platform. Yeah, it's all there. A lot. It's one of those niche social media sites that works very well for people looking for small business news.
And LinkedIn, you've got 380 connections there. It looks like.
Oh, wow, that's bigger than I thought. I would say, we talked about earlier Facebook networking. Facebook networking is a little more casual networking. This is more professional networking.
And friend feed, what's the scoop with friend feed?
I'm starting to like it a lot more, and I have to thank Louis Gray for that. Louis Gray is very cool. He really has written some amazing posts on his blog, louisgray.com, about how to leverage friend feed efficiently. And the one thing that really scared me was the noise of friend feed, because it integrates right now 41 different social networking sites. And what if I don't want to read like what people are voting upon on Dig? There's way too much noise. If I follow like 10 people who are very active on Dig, my friend feed is going to be cluttered within minutes. So what the great thing about friend feed is that you really can filter out and follow the conversations that are really interesting to you, and that's what I've been doing. I've been following. I follow different people on different networks. Like Twitter, I follow people that I know really in person. Plurk, I follow everybody. Friendfeed, I follow most of the people like in the Web 2.0 sphere, social media marketing, search engine marketing, and all that. I mean, I'm really getting a lot of insightful information from Friendfeed using that.
So you think that's about the best aggregator out there for like assembling all your social bits of information and digs and all that in one place?
Yeah, I would say, definitely it's a great aggregator, but at the same time, because it's such a great aggregator, it's a very overwhelming aggregator because of so many social networks. I mean, I don't know if I really care if somebody's liking 35 songs on Last FM, but it has that. Now, I mean, I love music discovery, but if I'm going to friend feed, I'm trying to find. Usually, I have a specific goal in mind, and in my particular goal, it's to get some news related to social media or marketing or Web 2.0 or technology. I'm not going there for the celebrity and movie gossip and all that other stuff which people might be using on Dig and stumble upon. So with that said, it's a great tool for it. But the best thing about FriendFeed is that you really can remove all the stuff that doesn't interest you.
Okay, so. And what else? What other things come to mind? Let's go down the list here. Hold on. Let's look at YouTube.
YouTube. So YouTube is the premier video site right now. Now, while I don't think it's the best quality video site, there is that watch in high quality. And I haven't really done video very often, but I recently wrote a blog post challenging the Universal Music Group because they removed embedding on one of their videos on a blog post that I said was brilliant marketing. And it was a great channel for me to express my opinion, and I believe that Universal did respond favorably, even though like I was talking a mile a minute. Yeah, YouTube's is a great site. I mean, there is a lot of spam in the comments, but there are some really really great pieces of content there and video there.
Now we're going to talk about Swag Addict. SwagAddict.com.
That is my site. That is my collection of swag. I got a I don't know what it was. I've been going to conferences since April, and April of 2007, and I've always loved to collect the little knit tchotchkes that people talk about. Some of them are really stupid, but some of them are so cool. And so, I built a site that kind of gives people, I guess, a little bit of free marketing for free swag. I mean, kind of like I benefit from collecting a lot of stuff in my apartment, and they benefit from getting some nice coverage and reviews from me. So that's what really Swag Addict is about. I have a ton of shirts. I have, mouse pads and pens and cup holders, and I don't even know. I mean, my apartment is decorated with swag almost, but it's just a fun experiment. And sometimes I get the craziest stuff in the mail. I don't expect it. But it was great fun for me to do.